The Denver Broncos have another day of great news heading into the AFC Championship. What is going on, Broncos country? It's your boy Denver Trav back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about everything that's happened in Broncos country today heading into the AFC Championship game. If you enjoy Denver Broncos content, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps recommend me to more Bronco fans like yourself. Shout out to DNVR Broncos for putting this out. Jarrett Stidham kept his tradition alive, giving Ghost Bo Nix a high five. And this right here could just make a grown man cry. Look at that. So, shout out to Jarrett Stidham for keeping the traditions real, keeping Bo Nix in his spirits, and carrying Bo Nix with him heading into the AFC Championship. Dr. Jesse Morse put out something about Pat Bryant that's really interesting. Broncos' Pat Bryant has suffered 3 different concussions in the last 15 months. October 2024, missed 0 games. December 2025, missed 1 game. In January 2026, already full practice and should clear the concussion protocol. Bryant is an exception to the rule. Most guys would miss 1 to 2 games with their second concussion in as many months. Bryant amazingly cleared protocol in as few days as possible, which is great to see because Pat Bryant, at the start of that game last week in the divisional round, was an absolute great piece to this Denver Broncos offense, and even backdated to the preseason when we seen Jarrett Stidham ball out in the Arizona Cardinals game. PB13 was a big help to that, so I expect Pat Bryant, if he plays in this game, to have a huge role and have an absolute great game. Zach Stevens put out a tweet saying Nick Bonito has started what could be a legendary playoff run. Von Miller's first playoff game during the Super Bowl 50 run, 0 sacks, 2 tackles, 0 tackles for losses, 0 QB hits, 0 forced fumbles. Nick Bonito in his first playoff game this year, 1 sack, 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 QB hit, and 2 forced fumbles. Up next is Drake May, who has been sacked 10 times and has fumbled 6 times in the playoffs this season. So this is really, really great news. I think Nick Bonito is going to be a huge part to Denver's success on Sunday. The Denver Broncos get more great news as rookie Pat Bryant's concussion was fully upgraded to a full participant today. Otherwise, Denver's injury report looks exactly the same as yesterday. So everybody practiced, but Bo Nix did not practice, of course, coming off of that ankle injury and just having surgery. So it's great to see that the Broncos are going to be pretty healthy. Getting J.K. Dobbins back more than likely. You have Pat Bryant back at practice. Troy Franklin's been practicing. So it's interesting to see with Luke Wattenberg also being a full participant as well. It is very interesting to see what this offense is going to look like with Stiddy at quarterback. And I know people are counting him out because he's a backup. He's not taking a snap since 2023. I think that's absolutely crazy considering that the Broncos O-line is number 1 pretty much in every category. Their defense has been pretty elite. And I know all Patriot fans are going to say, well, you gave up 30 to Buffalo. James Cook ran really good against y'all. We're talking about James Cook, probably the best clear-cut running back in the league this season. And we're talking about Joshua Allen, which is miles better than Drake May. And we're talking about the number 1 pass defense in the league. There's a lot of factors into this game. The point is Denver won the game. Denver scored over 30 points. I personally think with Denver getting healthy, if you get J.K. Dobbins back, you're kind of getting that guy that's going to give this offense a spark. Even if Jarrett Stidham is a backup quarterback, all he has to do is manage the game, limit turnovers. The offensive line is going to be there to protect you. And I think the defense is absolutely going to explode this week. I think we're going to see a generational Nick Bonito game. I really feel like it's going to be similar to what Von Miller did against the Patriots. And if we just get 75% of that, we're really sitting good for this game. Sean Payton was talking in the presser yesterday, and he said they're going to have plenty of time to rest after this, 2 weeks to rest for the next game. Talking about the fans, and Kayshon Boutte then says they can rest in Cancun too at the end of the day. And you know what's crazy? I think that's a little arrogant. I mean, I think Sean Payton talking about, hey, the fans are going to get a rest. You know, it's a home game. Sean Payton is a Hall of Fame play caller. But Kayshon Boutte saying, you know, they can rest in Cancun too. This game seems a little bit chirpy, and I think everyone talking trash to each other is a really good thing for this game. It's setting the tone, and this is going to be a chippy game, and there's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of emotions on this football field, and I can't wait to see it. And the Denver Broncos have the best offensive line in the league. Fewest sacks allowed first. Pass blocking grade first. Pressure rate allowed first. The Denver Broncos are the best offensive line in the NFL, and this will be the best test for this Patriots defense. Everybody's continuously telling me, well, the Patriots got this many pressures. They've done this. They've done that. But they don't bring up the fact that the New England Patriots played the 32nd ranked LA Chargers offensive line, and they played the 27th ranked Houston Texans offensive line. You're going against the big boys this week. week. You're going against the best offensive line in football, and I think this is truly going to be a test for that New England defense. Diana Rossini put out, "Why I wish Bo Nix was playing Sunday. This quarterback situation is almost storyline perfection for Sean Payton. He embraces doubt and challenge. When Drew Brees went down in New Orleans and Teddy Bridgewater stepped in, I recall Payton elevated the entire operation. This is in his magic." And this is absolutely great to hear. And I think it's kind of known around the league that Sean Payton is a guy that's going to get the best out of all the guys on the roster. And when he gets the opportunity to prove to people that his backup is a guy that should be starting on other teams, I think he's going to take the opportunity. And I think we could absolutely see Jarrett Stidham have a great game. The Denver Broncos are 8-2 in AFC championships. Denver has the highest win percentage in all championship games all time. So super great to see that. They're also 4-0 against the New England Patriots in Denver in the postseason. So they have a slight advantage there. I personally think that the Broncos are sitting in a really good spot. I know people are going to talk about, well, you got Jarrett Stidham that ain't threw a pass since 2023. That's the whole narrative that everybody's pushing. Personally, I think it's a little bit of an advantage because they don't have film on him. And everybody's like, well, he played for Josh McDaniels. Bro, this guy has been in Sean Payton's system for 3 years. He doesn't play the same. Sean Payton has different concepts than Josh McDaniels. I personally believe that this Denver Broncos team can still win a championship with their backup quarterback. AFC Championship, Super Bowl. I think the defense is just that darn good, and the offensive line is going to stand up tall, protect for you, and give you time to throw the pill. And then you get J.K. Dobbins back this week, which would be huge. If you can get J.K. Dobbins in rhythm, maybe get a Jaleel McLaughlin sprinkled in there, that's two guys that average over 5 yards to carry. Denver needs to pound the rock. Joe Lombardi even said in his presser today that the Denver Broncos need to commit to the run more, and they're very close. And I think that is a part of this game to be key in, is get the ball on the ground early and commit to the run. Because if you're able to rush against the New England Patriots, you're guaranteed to win. They're one of the better run-stopping defenses. If you can open that up and have them commit to the run, that's going to open up the play action. That's going to open up boots for Jarrett Stidham. He's a guy that I personally think that runs a lot of bootleg concepts, and that can open up a lot, especially if they're committed to trying to stop the run. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and tell me who you're most excited to see play in this AFC Championship game. And go Broncos.